believing in decentralization, let people work with stuff, you know, like let's be together, let's do things as partners. Then let's jump from 99 to 2017 in Dubai in October, where I came for the first time at a Trescon conference talking about MessengerBank. And you all know on LinkedIn that there's like 3,750 cryptocurrency experts. I have never personally met one. So last year in Dubai, I was on stage and I said, hey, listen guys, we are a bunch of first graders. At least I am one of them. And now since we're in the sandbox, let's play together. The only way you get to mass adoption is by being very unselfish, giving away all your technology, that people share it. Why not? If there would be 20 messenger banks, if there would be 50 messenger banks around the world, would I have a competitor? No. Because how many real banks is there? 5,000? Do they have problems? They print all the money they want. They just call the national banks and, hey, Harry, you know, we have a little trouble here in Germany. Give me 2 trucks of euros. Done deal. Cryptocurrency, decentralization, honesty, it's about helping people. It's about everybody, helping everybody to a better and less corrupt world. That's what cryptocurrency and blockchain can do for us. So if we keep that in mind, I am not afraid of competition. I gladly white label MessengerBank out to 100 people. Do you know why I'm not afraid of that? Because look at the crypto market as on a sunny day in Siberia. And if you see that, you will see that I am the one with the first footprint in the snow. And the rest, I have to turn around. So, by giving my shit away, second generation won't give me competition. But it will give me, what? Mass adoption? Because if it's only MessengerBank, there is an old saying, at least when I was young, that somebody liked the mother and somebody liked the daughter. So if we have MessengerBank in many different variants, with many different names, with many different philosophies, then the banking will come to a level where normal humans can actually take advantage. So I believe that everybody on this planet needs banking, but I also believe nobody needs banks. So let's stick to that. MessengerBank right now is called MessengerBank because we have to get to mass adoption, and the only way to tell people that we are a bank is by putting the name bank into it. In 2022, when we have 250 billion users, 250 million. I see that B all the time. Where's the girl who painted the B? She's responsible. With 250 million users, I want to take the name bank away, because what are we? We're just a messenger. Basically, we are just a messenger, and we want to be the service provider. That's another fancy word. We want to be the service provider for everybody who needs banking. The messenger, you can put money on your card, you can pay your bills, you can top up your phone, you can take loans against your crypto, which is so low right now that it's better not to sell it, but just take some of Ken's cash, you have plenty. And that way we get a community that can help one another. I see a lot of people my age. What do they do with their savings? Well, they can put it into our depot, and we can create an ecosystem where all the young people now can buy a home. So they can get a messenger mortgage for 3% a year, or 4%. And the old guys who put their money into the system, they have a safe pension. So older help younger, younger help older. We all work together. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. I want to help this construction worker in Spain. He came from Colombia, he's working his ass off, and when he goes every month to Western Union and he has to pay $80 or $100 in commission to send $1,000 home, that's 2 days. That's 2 days of hard work for him that he has to pay to an organization that really don't have any reason to exist. Because with blockchain, with cryptocurrency, with a prepaid debit card, we can fix that free of charge. So why should he go to Western Union? Why shouldn't he just go to any convenience store, buy the MessengerBank card as you saw yesterday, redeem the code, put the money, and on his app, send money to his sister, his uncle, whomever he wants. End of story, it's done fast. So that way, when an unbanked person who works in a country like Spain or the United States, and he can't get a bank account because he doesn't have sufficient documentation in the country where he's working, when he gets paid bi-weekly, he can get robbed. So what does he do if he doesn't have any cash left? He lost his money at the bus station. If he have a MessengerBank card, he just calls customer service and a virtual card is issued to him. In a matter of seconds, he goes to any convenient card and it's done. Any convenience store, he gets his card established. He didn't lose anything. He lost $17 for replacement card, but because Uncle Kent and it's Christmas, we pay that for him. We don't even want him to pay for that because, you know, things happen. So my philosophy is, if I can help these people get a new level of security in life, then they can start to save money. What happens when they can save money? Well, governments can start eventually to tax them. We have done that KYC. Maybe they're illegal in America, but if they are born in Colombia and they have a Colombian passport and a Colombian driving license, and they have a Colombian water bill, they are not illegal in my system. So because of that, now we can start to establish who is paying taxes, who is not paying taxes. We can start to establish where is one Enrique Gonzalez on Wednesdays, on Fridays, on Tuesdays, which is, you know, government loves shit like that. So it's a win-win situation. He has security, the government know where he is, they can take his money for taxes if he owes them. He can get a mortgage and start a family and, you know, live a normal life. That's my dream. That's what we are doing, and we have made all the necessary steps to be there. In 2020, we are the largest retail bank in the world, and I know for sure that JP Morgan and others will come with a very, very large checkbook. I mean, a big checkbook. But my dream is not to become a billionaire one more time. I don't really need that. And my kids are sufficient spoiled. So I won't sell it. I will not sell it. I want to give it away to all the card holders, all the token holders, everybody who have an interest in MessengerBank. I will give it away and I will retire. When it is totally decentralized and we can throw the keys away, I'm gone. And MessengerBank can live happily ever after. My English is not very good, I speak a few other languages. So you want another language? There's something that you understand better? Is there anyone who have questions? I mean, questions is really important.
I got 3, but I'll ask 1, and then we can get to the other.
No, this is like, we are close to the White House, right?
What's that?
We are close to the White House.
We are close to the White House.
And I know guys like you, so if I'm the Mr. Hashtag 45, are you from CNN or are you from Fox News?
None of that stuff. None of that mainstream news. But I mean, on a rudimentary level, you are the modern day full bells and whistles digital version of what once was like a Western Union, but you have so many more things that you offer. Is that an insult to you?
No, I am modern day Wells Fargo. And modern day, if we take it in English terms, Robin Hood. Because blockchain will redistribute wealth. If there is no markets anymore, and everything is on blockchain and tokenomics, then all these little traders in their fancy suits and their ties, they're not going to make as much money as they used to do, because now we have a decentralized exchange. Nobody is working there. It's all artificial intelligence and blockchain. So I'm a Robin Hood and I'm a Wells Fargo. We can do everything any bank can do, and we can do it costless. Second question?
You mentioned the word taxes, which I don't know how many people...
Mihaela, can you speak up?
Did you say taxes? Something about...
Taxes. Tax them. Tax. If you want to be a part of a community...
That was not my question.
Okay.
So my question is, when we have to pay taxes, we work with the government. So how are you going to reconcile these two? Or maybe...
How can you ask such an easy question? If we have a platform with 250 million people, and they now have a real existence, they have a bank, $1,000 a week, because you are really good at marketing, you're really good at networking, so all the old ladies want to see you.
Yeah.
Pay taxes.
I totally understand, but so far, I do not know. I believe the government doesn't really look into my bank accounts to see without me telling them.
No, you have to make a 1041, is that what you call
Yeah,
it?
so now on Messenger, I will have the government see all...
No. If you do your 1041, if you do all that stuff, nobody's going to look into you. But if a US organization is writing MessengerBank a letter and say that Enrique Gonzalez with a Colombian passport is doing something, can you send a screenshot of his latest file? We are obliged, because we are bank, to send them that file. Yes, I think everybody does that. I think that's not something we do. That's it's called AML, anti-laundry money activities. Why do you think I told you that Enrique Gonzalez is from Colombia? Yes, it's not because he's a gardener that he make $1,000 a night. Anyway, next question. Any more questions?
Yep. He's up again. John, he's up.
I'll be up if no one else is going.
Are you from CNN?
No, where you went through, I'm not part of the lame stream. Yesterday, it was thrown out to us that a number of the cryptocurrencies, if they're in full proliferation like they are now, need to potentially be weeded down to just Bitcoin so that this can move forward, since the cryptocurrencies are in trouble right now. That being said, if the gold standard returns, the question was asked, there's the chance that Bitcoin and others may go down to zero. What's your take on that line of thinking? If the gold standard returns, how do you feel about the cryptocurrency?
Let's do it a two-step way, right?
Okay.
So on the Ethereum network, you have like 3,000. Ethereum is very kind. Buterin is a really kind guy, so he called them altcoins. Yes? I call them shitcoins. I'm less kind. So let's take every ICO made in 15, 16, 17, and 18. Let's put all ICOs into a little ICO prison, and then they have to present their white paper, they have to present how much money they raised, and they have to present what they did it for. And if they have a good heart and they did it for a good reason, we should let them out of ICO prison. And the rest of them should just get burned. I mean, I'm talking coins now, I'm not talking humans, right? It's not Guantanamo Bay. So let's get rid of all the coins that was fraudulently created for personal gain. In other words, I'm 19, I want a Ferrari, but I don't want to work. Yes? These guys, get the fuck out. That's my take on it. So let me tell you something about gold standards. We have a blockchain which is called gold on blockchain. We also have a blockchain with Bitcoins. Our coin, the MBCT, we're not interested in value on that. It's a utility coin. It is just a transporter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's an auditor. Instead of having 3,000 ladies in Bosnia in the office to make all the audits, the blockchain does it. And the MBCT, it's just a transporter. So we don't care what the value is. The value on the MBCT is $4.95. Why is it 495? It could be 595 or 50,095. It is just for people to know when they go to Walmart or 7-Eleven, how much money do they have to put down to pay the rent. So our coin, we are not interested looking at that utility coin as value, because in reality with all the cryptocurrency laws, you know that a utility coin in its purest effect is not allowed to be on a secondary exchange. So it's not allowed to be a speculation object. So we did it right from the beginning. If a utility coin have been an ICO, it's a security. If a utility coin have been part of an airdrop,
Are you giving
it's
us
a
the finger?
utility.
You were just giving us the finger. Just
No.
Yeah, you were. Right there, you were.
That was directed at Pennsylvania Avenue, 1320. 1320. Okay. So we are a true utility coin. And we are actually 1 out of 3. The rest of them fucked up because they don't have the lawyers we have. They are not with the regulatory authorities like we are. We have a lot of experience. So we are well off. And regarding the Bitcoin will go to 1,200,000 in year 2030. Oh no, we will do gold. There will be an enormous recession starting next year and the following year, 2020. We will all be in deep trouble. And everybody which is more than 30 years old, they will spend all the money on gold. We know that. Old people, old habits, right? A few young kids will stick to the Bitcoin and go work and say, I am in for the hodl. I am here to stay. And then one day, gold is such a high number that it becomes the tulip. Do you all remember the tulip that went to like 375,000 Dutch francs and boom, down to like a buck or whatever a man, if you buy 3 tulips and you get a little. So that's it. This coin, in my opinion, is the largest bank in the world with no cash. MessengerBank is the largest retail bank in the world with 0 cost in office, 0 cost in employees. Airbnb is the largest hotel provider with no rooms. Alibaba, same story. Do I continue? You get the point, right? This is modern economy. Bank of America, Western Union, all the other guys. Well, just imagine to pay 60,000 people a salary and pay the rent where they sit. And they have to do everything for free to compete with MessengerBank? I don't think so. I really don't. And this is my honest opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done. You can give me 1 or 2 questions and I'm out of here. One more, okay. CNN?
Unless someone else does.
No, come on.
All right, the final question is, you said that the cryptocurrency arena, let me make sure my camera's booted for this. You said that the cryptocurrency arena will potentially eliminate a lot of the corruption. And one of the I shouldn't say larger, but certainly it's purported that Kim Jong-un, who I think you know about the folks from North Korea, has a fair amount of Bitcoin. Is it a problem for the perception or the functionality of Bitcoin if potentially bad actors on the international scale hold large holdings of Bitcoin?
Let me tell you something. There is a coin called Monero. Monero is totally secret. You cannot trace that if you try it. And that is what Kim Jong is going to hold. Remember, I knew his dad?
Right.
I have some videos,
yes.
So he's in trouble. Right. So, let me just say something. Anybody with a Bitcoin wallet, if they are not truly AML and KYC eligible, guess what? It's not that we can't eliminate it. It's not that difficult because it's the fucking slowest network in the world. So, I don't believe that Bitcoin is half as dangerous for weapon dealers or drug dealers or politicians than cash. What do you call it in the crypto world? You call it fiat?
Yeah.
I feel sorry, but it's a fucking good car. Listen to me. Cash is dangerous. We need to live in a cash-free society. Based on blockchain, not based on some fancy politician who gets elected because he was in The Apprentice or because it's Kim Kardashian or whatever the future is. Let's stick to blockchain. Let's stick to democracy. Let's work together and let's build a better world. What I'm going to do next year when this is better organized, I'm going to United Nations, because when you collect money for Doctors Without Borders or whatever, MessengerBank, money without borders. I want to give them a blockchain for free so that the food programs in United Nations and everywhere else, it's not going to be that you collect $10 and only $6 go to the end user, right? No. Give them a MessengerBank card and let 99.8% go to the end user. And no middleman is driving Rolls Royces. No, let them drive a fucking bicycle. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Let me hear you. Come on. Yeah, let me hear you.
Yeah.